and they have to have squeaky, not particularly in-tune voices, so it fitted me down to the ground.
Oh, yes, yes. Have you aspirations in that direction?
No, I don't think I'd make a professional singer.
No. What about you, Chris? Do you sing?
Yes, but people tell me to stop straight away.
Oh, it's one of those. So there's no danger of you trying on this programme, I assure you. Just as well you got the rugby question. You play rugby, don't you?
Yeah, I do for Dorset and Wiltshire.
Yeah, good. So is that going to be a major thing later in life, or is it just something you're doing at the moment?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not that good, really.
No. But neither are you very good behind the wheel, it seems.
Oh, dear.
A disaster? Well, how much of a disaster?
Well, a minor disaster. Within 2 months of passing my driving test, I crashed 3 times.
Did you?
I went to the wall of our house the day after my test.
Why?
Very good question. If I'd have known why, I may not have done it in the first place.
I see. Did anybody come to grief? I hope not.
No, it was only a little scrape on the wall.
It's a bit expensive to the car, though, isn't it?
It's a very expensive hobby. I've given it up now.
Absolutely, right. OK, right. Who knows, you could win a fortune on the programme to pay for all your dents. We'll see how it goes. They've got £30 already. They're hoping to win the next game, as we said. But, of course, Dave equally is hoping they don't, because he wants to do that 5th gold run. So, the board is flashing P. That's the letter we start the second game with. So, fingers by the buttons. What P, everybody, is a symbol such as a colon or a hyphen? Yes, that's Jane.
Punctuation mark.
Punctuation is what I wanted, yes, right. And you get the first choice in this round.
M, please.
You want the M over on the right? It's this. What M is a black and white film written... Yes, David?
Monochrome.
No. It's one specific film I want. Jane and Chris, what M is a black and white film written, directed and starring Woody Allen? Hands up if you know. Ah, bit too late, Chris. It was Manhattan. Manhattan, one of Woody Allen's best, so they say. Have another. What M is the M of the radio abbreviations AM and FM? Yes, David?
Modulation.
Modulation is right, yes. So it's one of each colour and David's choice.
E, please, Bob.
What E is a sort of PS spoken by an actor? Yes, Chris?
Epilogue.
You're right, it is. Well done, yes. It's one of those awful ones, isn't it? Where you know it, and the moment you put your hand up or press the button, it goes. Right, you've got it in the end, and you've got the choice.
H, please.
You want the H over on the left. What H is an object that's been in the family for generations? Yes, that's David.
Heirloom.
Heirloom is correct. You've evened things up. It's 2 of each colour, and it's your choice again.
K, please, Bob.
K. What K is the southernmost main island of Japan linked to Honshu? Yes, David?
Kyoto.
Pardon?
Kyoto.
No, it's not. Jane and Chris. Chris is bobbing up and down in his seat. What K is the southernmost main island of Japan linked to Honshu by bridge and tunnel? Yes, Chris?
Kyushu.
Kyushu is right, yes. It's another blue. Oh, the pattern is emerging on the board, and you're giving me the next choice, please.
R, please.
You want the R, for obvious reasons. What R is poisonous and has a vibrating tail? Yes, David?
Rattlesnake.
Yes, it's got to be, hasn't it? 3 of each colour. Proceeding apace, your choice.
N, please, Bob.
N at the top. Everybody, what N was the nationality of Thor Heyerdahl? Yeah. Yes, David.
Norwegian.
He was Norwegian, yes. He of the Kon-Tiki expedition, of course, and others. You again.
C, please, Bob.
You want the C. And this is it for all 3 of you. What C is a female whale, elephant. Yes, David.
Cow.
Cow, of course, yes. Good answers. A female whale, elephant or seal. The answer was cow, and it got him the flashing white light. It means that he's got to make this connection if he wants to do the 5th gold run. Or, let's put it another way, Jane and Chris must stop him. What are you going to have?
B, please, Bob.
Going to have the B. Stand by Jane and Chris for this. What B, everyone, goes after strawberry, ash and dumb? David.
Blonde.
You're right, and that's Blockbuster! My goodness. He got there within a fraction of a second of that time buzzer. Well, there we are, and it's sad for Jane and Chris. We've got to say goodbye to them. Mind you, they did a surge right at the beginning, got themselves £45 each, and a great deal of credit on the programme. Thank you for joining us and for being so cheerful about it all. I didn't ask you about the sweatshirt, did I, Chris? I better ask you about that, because it's obviously worn for a purpose.
One of my friends was Blockbuster's champion, and she won this surprise, and I went with her.
I see. What's her name?
Sarah Lord.
Ah, give her a wave. Hi, Sarah. Right, Jane and Chris, thank you very much. £45 each. You take with you, of course, the personal fact file as well, the sweater, which you can wear instead of the Bristol balloons, and, of course, the dictionary. So, Jane and Chris, thank you very much. Give them a round of applause. Well, there we are. Another fond farewell, as you can see. Fond farewell between the three of them, and David now settles down and looks at the board. That's the board for the 5th gold run, the biggest prize of all. He's got to get across there in the requisite time of 60 seconds to win that monster prize. So, David, deep breath. Put yourself for the last time on that hotspot, please. Dave, we all wish you the very, very best of luck. As I said, take it easy. You did before. You know how to go across the board, and you know you have to get there within a minute. Tell us where you want to start on the left. We'll start the clock.
W-A-W.
Type of weather caused by passing fronts.
Warm and wet.
No.
Wet and windy.
Yes, that's it.
A-R.
Recognised by her back view, rushing in and out of helicopters.
Annika Rice.
Yes.
L-D-V.
Designed basic helicopters 500 years before they ever left the ground.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes.
B-D.
In computer language, it is reduced to B-I-T.
Binary digits.
Yes.
F-L-L.
Name of a famous Italian painter or a Norwegian pop group.
S-W. S-D-W.
Short-lived Middle Eastern conflict of 1967.
7 Days War.
Not 7.
6 Days War.
That's it! That's Blockbuster! Well done! Congratulations! You've got across on the biggest prize of the lot on Blockbusters. Only one mistake, but you did it well within the time. Have a look at this prize.
David, here's a prize for which a camera is a must. A holiday in India, the ultimate land of contrasts. For 16 days, you'll tour this fascinating country, seeing beautiful palaces and temples, including the glorious Taj Mahal, one of the wonders of the world. In the cities, you can spend hours browsing in shops and markets, admiring the painted elephants and taking in all the noise and colour, the crowds and bustle that have captivated visitors for centuries. The hotels you stay in are very often former palaces, and they're all ideally placed for you to get to know this contradictory and hypnotic continent.
Marvellous! Congratulations! Absolutely smashing. You did it. What about you in the 6-day war, eh? 7-day war? I thought you'd say 1770, 77, 6-day war, 7-day war. You did it. You got right across. Superbly done. Not only the money at the beginning, of course, which brought you £460 total altogether, but also the clay pigeon weekend, the trip to Berlin, and this great Indian experience. Dave, you've been a superb champion. Give him another round of applause. Well, there you are. There's David. He now goes off, and we'll hear later from David how he enjoyed that marvellous trip to India. Well, there we are. It's always a great moment when they win the biggest prize of all on Blockbusters, and it's somehow a great moment to stop.